All right, welcome back. It's Lex here, and we are getting to my 2026 reading journal. Okay, so we're using Archer and Olive's. It's a dot grid, and it's from a couple years ago. Okay, so we are doing my 2026 like title page. So for some of this, I actually did on Canva and printed it out. And some of it I got from Etsy, and then I used Canva, redid some of it because it was editable, and then I go from there. Okay, most of my titles I printed it on sticky paper, so all I had to do was print them out, cut them out, and glue them in. So you're going to see the process of how I do everything. Stuff is a little bit different compared to last year. And we're going to go from here. So right now I'm setting up my index. I wanted to make sure that I had 2 columns this time because I ran out of space last year. And obviously you can see I already messed up, but that's okay. Okay, so the next one is my goals. So this is where I'm getting everything cut out and getting it stuck in. These were a pain in the butt to get the back parts off with my nails. My nails are gel, and it was not easy to get the backings off of the washies and off of the sticky parts. All right, so you're going to see me as I go through all of my goals for this year. Okay, so now let's talk about ratings. So, ratings, I put it on the same page because I don't need much for these 2 spreads. Okay, now you get to see what each of my ratings mean. Five-star rating stamp. The ink kept smearing, so it was definitely hard to make sure it did not smear to the next page. Okay, reading journal or reading goals. These are my book selfies. I did them on Canva. I think this one was bought on Etsy. I think I edited it and then fixed it to what I wanted it to look like. All right, so here's my setup on how I set up, how I I don't even know what I call this. My book tracker. I don't even know. But this tells me how many books I read. Like I count it on the side. And I do it based off the rating, the dates, the author, and the titles. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to make this on Canva. So this is my reading log. That's what it's called. Could remember. Okay, so it's now my 26 books in 2026. I created this on Canva. I thought I got rid of the background on the shelvings, but you could tell that it didn't, and so that's my fault until I printed them out. But my 26 books in 2026 will probably be they're based off my TBR right now, like what's on my TBR in 2025. Books that are coming out in 2026 that I would like to get to. Okay, so next is my anticipated releases. So making the tabs is not easy, guys. I don't remember it being this difficult last year. And then I don't have the greatest washies to choose from. So the washi for the tabs don't even match my lights background. So I went with a mermaid background, I guess. That's what it is. I don't know. I found them and I was like, ooh, I'll just use these. There is no rhyme or reason for the colors I choose in my reading journal. I just go off of vibes. Okay, now it is my bingo spread. Okay, so everything is going in pencil until I fill out each of the bingo boxes, the bingo squares. Okay, next is my bingo tracker. So what happens is that I want to track what I put for each of the prompts. So that is what this is all about. Plus me struggling to take the backing off on this washi tape as well. Okay, so next is Rereads and Hall of Fame. Okay, so it's the next day, and I did a lot of off-camera stuff, so I didn't waste time trying to take off washies and peel the actual stickers off. So here we go. We're setting up my monthly tracker. Okay, so I didn't like how it was smearing and how it was like bubbling. So I decided, I think it was because of the stamp pad itself. So I went back to these other stamps, and I'm using this with a different piece of paper, and I'm just going to add it. And I think the stamps were bad as well, so I don't think I kept the stamps after this. Okay, so with my format publication year tracker, it's the same thing as I did last year, except for the actual paper that will tell me the months or the years is a little bit different because I got to use Tombow markers instead of my midliners. Okay, so this is a new spread of my yearly reading tracker. We'll see how much I do of it. Okay, books read in 2026 is the same thing. All of this is from Etsy, or I recreated it. Okay, series tracker. Found something on Etsy, recreated it on Canva. That was a pain in the butt to do, but I did it. I lost the title for this spread, so I had to recreate it with stamps. So that is what I'm doing now. So I didn't know midliners came or created dot markers, so they have a rounded tip. And so that's pretty much what I used. And I'm using my series tracker to go in and fill in the books that I've read. Okay, author backlist. This is what I did. This is all based off of a TikTok I saw. I'd never on TikTok. So I got it from this lady who did it on TikTok. I'll leave everything in the description, especially from Etsy and from TikTok. But this is the spread I'd actually liked. So this is what I'm doing. Took me forever. This is like at 600 speed. So we're just going to sit here while I do it all. Okay, so it's now my savings tracker. It's pretty much what I did last year, but I gave myself more room because I had to stop using it because I did not think I was going to like it as much as I did in the beginning of this year. So I gave this like 6 pages. So it's the book name, the author, the format, and the price. Okay, so now it is the monthly stats at a glance page. I'm recounting it multiple times and I think I messed up. So I'm trying to get rid of the washi. And obviously you could tell that when I'm trying to get rid of the washi, it's ripping the page. So I'm going to have to reinforce it with paper, and so that's what I'm doing. So this is me. You can see my face because I'm like, I think I messed something up. And I'm trying to get the boxes set up for where I have to add up top. Now it's time for the stamps for the months. I do not like the stamps that I'm using, to be honest. Then I found out that I had enough boxes since the beginning and was now trying to figure out how to get rid of that bottom box. I couldn't use the penguins because it was see-through. Okay, so let's get started on my actually like explaining every spread to my reading journal. So, I don't know, the stamps weren't working well this time, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna go to this. This is my cover page. What I did was I did it on Canva and created it and then picked a bunch of different things to color, and that's what I did. The only thing I don't like is the dog. I wish I did the main color lighter and then the spot the darker brown. Okay, index is 2 sides this time. I made a mistake the last time when doing this, so yeah, so my reading journal for 2025, I'm now hoping to have more room to write in my index than I did on my 2025. I kind of smushed a two columns, is to be honest. Okay, my next one is my goals. So stay active on Instagram, read 150 books, read more fanfic, which I didn't do really great this year. Use Libby, Everland, and Spotify more. Buy less books and stay constant on YouTube. Yeah, because obviously I'm not really that constant like posting content on YouTube, so I'm trying to be more consistent. All right, ratings: 5-star, new favorite. Okay, 4 stars is a great read. 3 stars, it's a good read. 2 stars, not fond of this book. 1 star, don't bother. Okay, you can read the rest down below. Just pause it, you can read it, because I'm not reading all of it. Okay, we're gonna move on, and we're going to go to my reading goal. My reading goal is 150 books. So both of these are able to have 200 books put on, and I will be doing this based on the months again. So whatever color I want for the months, that's what I'll shade it in, and we'll go from there. I put a sticker, so I didn't draw this because I was running out of time this year, and so I did this all on Canva. I bought some things on Etsy to help me like with the reading goals. So this is based off of a purchase on Etsy. I'll probably leave it down below in the description. Hopefully I remember. All right, and then the next one is my reading log. So from yesterday from yesterday to today, I lost the no, I didn't lose these. I never made these, so I had to make my own title for it. All right, so it tells me how many number of books I would read, title, author, dates, and then the rating. I bought stickers that will go in for the rating. I'm hoping they're going to fit. That's my hope. And so I have this as a Dutch door, so I have more on this side to when I need room. Okay, my 26 books in 2026. So this was done on Canva as well. I created, so there was a like a shelving on here that I really liked, so I kept it, and then I put a background behind it, and then I added these books in, and it adds up to 26 books. So these are books that could be on my TBR right now. These are books that we'll be releasing in 2026. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to color them in once I finish them in 2026. Okay, next is my anticipated releases. So they're going to go based on the months. So I did a Dutch door with a tab. I think this is a Dutch door. I don't know, whatever it's called. Dutch door with tabs on it. So this is May, June, July, August, and then I have September, October, November, December. Careful, babe. Careful. Okay. All right, next. I have my bingo like normal. These are the same bingo squares I've been using. I added and got rid of some from last year to this year. Okay, so I got rid of some and added some. I think I got rid of 2 or 3 because I don't have many bookish friends. And so I don't have people to recommend me books. And a couple other ones I got rid of. And then on the next page is where I'm going to track which one fulfills each of the prompts. That's what I normally do. Okay, so I added a line to separate the prompts. That's what it's called. The prompts. And then I'll write the books and the months that I read them over here. Okay, next. All right, my rereads and my Hall of Fame. So what I normally do, so in my 2025 reading journal, I did 2 pages for rereads, 2 pages for Hall of Fame. I don't even think I got halfway through both of them. So I went to 1 page for each. All right, these were done on Canva. I print them on sticky paper and then added them. Then there's the washi tape. I don't have a theme at all for my journal. It's whatever washi tape I liked. Went with, that's what I did. Okay, monthly tracker. Okay, so my monthly tracker, I did my months. This will tell me how many books I read in each month. I hope I have enough squares. Yeah. Okay, over here is my format publication year tracker. So I got my audiobook, just my audiobooks, and then I have my immersive reads with physical and audio. immersion with ebook and audio, or just an ebook itself. I'm doing it a little bit different this year, so I wish I had this smaller, but I don't care. It barely fit. Which is fine by me. But so what I'm using this year for the colors, instead of using my midliners, because I'm running out of colors, because midliners only have so many colors, I went with Tombow markers, the Tombow markers this time. And you can see that I colored them, plus I put the number for each of the Tombow markers here to make sure I remember which number goes with which. So what I normally do is I color in a box for that, and then at the end of the month I draw a line to help me make sure I know where that month ends. But I'm thinking of maybe, I don't know how to do it, but I was hoping to keep it so it matched up with how many books I read. But I don't know. I don't know if I like the line like I did last year. Okay, next thing is my yearly reading tracker. So these are supposed to be colored. I didn't do colors yet because I gotta do Tombow markers, and then I have to make a pop out with washi tape, and then put like what each of them means. So what happens is I pretty much read audiobooks most of the time. So this will tell me how much I read per day. Hopefully I remember to do this. But I want to start tracking how long I'm reading per day. So that is the plan. Okay. This one over here is on Canva. I think I bought this on Etsy and then redid a little bit of it. Oops, I forgot to color the shelves. It'll be colored by the time I start using this. So these are the books I bought in 2026. What I'm hoping to remember, I need to make myself a sticky note reminder, is to color these in based on the months I read them. So color in with the months I read them in. So it's going to be the certain color. Okay, so the color I'm in with months I read them in. So it's going to be based on the bookshelfie in the front. So they all match those colors there. So I don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. Okay, then we go to the next one, and I have my physical TBR. This isn't filled out because I am recording this at the end of November, and my physical TBR can change by the end of the year, so I haven't added it yet. Okay, fanfic. These are all my fanfics from... what do I have on here? I have Draco and Hermione. I have Hermione and Snape. I have Elliot Stabler and Olivia Benson. I have, from Once Upon a Time, I have Robin Hood and Regina Mills. And then I have Satine and Obi-Wan from Star Wars. And then I have Peggy Carter and what's his name? Steve Rogers from Captain America. I can't think at the moment. It's super late. Okay, then I found this like shelf on Canva, and I added the books inside of it. I added my plants as well. So this was my creation. This one, this outline, like the shelf itself, was something I purchased through Etsy. I will put all of it down below so you guys can see in the description. Hopefully I remember. So what I had to do is I added the books inside to represent the fanfic I have. I know I have to add some more fanfic because I found some that I wanted to read. I did mess up on some of it, but I also need to color the back of the bookshelves and pencil in a tan color. So yeah. All right. I need to. So once I think I'm gonna add it. So I'm hoping to read more fanfic. Obviously I have a lot to read. Okay, we go to the next one. This is my series tracker. I found what I liked on Etsy and then created it on Canva so I could add it. So what I've done already is I've colored in the circles a little bit because I wasn't going to color in the whole circles for each of the series that I have read. There's a couple on here that I have not started or I'm in the middle of. So I'm in the middle of In the Darkness. I'm in the middle of Lights Out right now. And so I haven't colored it in yet because I haven't finished the book yet. So I've added the series that I have started. These are open so I can write them in. And then hopefully they don't go over 8 books. If they do, I'm screwed. But that's okay. But I recreated this on Canva. And that was a pain in the butt, to be honest. This is where I want to talk about. I lost my series tracker, like little stickies. So from yesterday to today. So I don't know. I think I threw it away by accident. So what I had to do was recreate it with stamps. And yeah, that's what I did. And then I just went with whatever washi tape I wanted to use. I'm going to have to find new washies because I don't like some of the washies I have. I like Sky, and I need to get more that I can put down here, but that's okay. All right, let's go to the next one. This is my author backlist that I would like to do. A couple things about this is I didn't want to put series on here, but I did, especially for Nikki Salone. I did it for Julia Olivia. I did it for Kendall Ryan. Who else did I do it for? Amy Dawes, who will be... Hopefully I can read her books. I've already I DNF one book of hers this past year. Maren Moore, I also DNF'd a book from her this year as well. Chelsea Corto, I put some more books that are Hat Trick and Sinbin, which is our series. Catherine Cowles, this is all a series except for one of the books that were a standalone. And then Gianna Darling, same thing. I have a bunch that are with series that I have not put in my series tracker yet. So this is this. I saw a girl on TikTok. I never watched TikTok. I was looking up how to do this because I was wanting to actually have a sticker to go in, but nothing. I couldn't find anything on Etsy, and so I was watching somebody on TikTok make this, and she did like this part, but then she also had series underneath it, and then I wish I did it something like that, but I now know for next year that I can do it that way. But I'll leave her TikTok in the description as well because I got this idea from her. If I finish a book, it's going to be highlighted. I don't know how the girl who did it on TikTok does it, but I wanted to add a border down below, but I also needed to use it because I accidentally pulled off some. I pulled this sticker off and then I thought it wasn't see-through, but it was. I'll tell you why in a bit. All right, saving tracker. So this is going to be a place where I can keep track of how much money I save. So between using Kindle Unlimited, Everlyn, Spotify, what else do I have? And Libby, or what's it get? Hoopla, Libby, Hoopla, whatever. I will be putting it here. So I'm going to be putting it here. I have this. I gave myself more room this year because I stopped using it last year and I really liked it because I was seeing how much money I saved, and I did save a lot. I'm actually tracking it. So I will go to the next pages when I get there. But that's what I'm going to do. If I do it, I don't know how I'm going to do it this year. But I'm hoping to, if I use the format both ebook and audiobook, I'm hoping to be able to fit both of them on one line this year. That is my hope. Okay, so this is where I royally messed up. Okay, couple things. I was supposed to put the penguins down here, but I was trying to get rid of this black line that I accidentally put down below. I counted out. So when I was doing this spread, I counted and I swear I didn't have enough boxes. Come find out, I did have enough boxes. And that means I didn't have to mess up my washi tapes up here. Which means this is a mess up because when this different type of washi went on it, it ripped off some of the paper, so I had to add paper. And that's how it worked. These stamps, I got them. I don't even know where I got them. And I tried to clean them, and they didn't clean really well. They still left all the blue, so I just tossed them, and I'm just going to get new ones. So this is my Hogwarts tape. I decided to use my Hogwarts tape. And that is my monthly stats. So this is telling me everything in one big, huge view. So this is going to tell me how many books I read. This should be plural. Gotta love it. Books I read, my TBR, my audio. If I read audiobooks, if I immersive read either with physical or audio or with ebook or audio. Or if I just read a regular ebook, DNF, fanfic, so I'm hoping to get more of this. 26 in 2026. So these are my 26 books in 2026. I had to just make it a little bit shorter so I had to fit. My rereads, my 5-star reads, how many I bought. My bingo, if I read a new author that month, if I started a new series, and if I read an arc that month. So I have multiple things I am tracking because this tape I think I'm going to toss. I really like this tape, but it's not sticking really well. But so I stuck with this. Then what I'm going to do is on this page, this is going to start my January spread. I don't know what I'm going to do for my January spread. Actually, maybe I do know what I'm doing for my January spread. But we'll cross that road when I get there. I also need to put in my anticipated releases for January. I haven't done that yet because we're in November, not anywhere close to January yet, so that's going to get put in as well. But what I'm going to do is, I know this is going to be a long video, and I do apologize, but I wanted to show you guys the process of me doing this. A lot of this was done off camera because with my nails, I have gels on them, and I can't take some of the washi tapes have this like peel part to it, and I couldn't peel it off, or this had to be peeled off, and I couldn't peel it off with my nails. So pretty much everything was done off camera. I do apologize, but I did show you guys how I set. It was already preset, but I showed you guys how I did everything else. What I would like you to do is, if you like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My 2025 reading journal, like, I guess my end of the year view of it, it will be out in January, so make sure you look out for that. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.